Hello everyone, welcome to GS Essentials. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about a topic under space technology, and that is reusable launch vehicle, abbreviated as RLV. पिछले कुछ दिनों में दो important developments हुई है. First development is regarding ISRO. ISRO is all set for its third reusable launch vehicle landing experiment. इसरो ने इससे पहले रियूजेबल लॉन्च व्हीकल के लैंडिंग एक्सपेरिमेंट सक्सेसफुली डेमोन्स्ट्रेट किए हैं और अभी वो थर्ड रियूजेबल लॉन्च व्हीकल लैंडिंग एक्सपेरिमेंट के लिए रेडी है. सेकेंड डेवलपमेंट इज रिलेटेड टू स्पेसएक्स स्टारशिप. स्पेसएक्स ने अपना एक हेवीएस्ट लॉन्च व्हीकल स्टारशिप सक्सेसफुली डेमोन्स्ट्रेट किया है और अगर स्टारशिप को वो कमर्शियल यूज में ला सकते हैं then it would be a revolution in space travel and space exploration. And based on these two developments, we are going to discuss about reusable launch vehicles. Firstly, let us try to understand what exactly are reusable launch vehicles. The launch vehicles that we use today are referred as expendable launch vehicles. Expendable launch vehicles means those launch vehicles which are single-use launch vehicles. अगर हमें नेक्स्ट मिशन लॉन्च करना है तो हमें नया लॉन्च व्हीकल बिल्ड करना होगा. पुराना लॉन्च व्हीकल वी वोंट बी एबल टू यूज. एंड द लॉन्च व्हीकल्स लाइक PSLV, GSLV, SSLV आर एक्सपेंडेबल लॉन्च व्हीकल्स. इसके कारण दो नुकसान होते हैं. फर्स्ट, cost of launching increases, and second is related to increase in the number of space debris. So based on these two problems, what we need is a reusable launch vehicles, and that's why most of the space agencies are trying to develop their own reusable launch vehicle. ये reusable launch vehicle होता क्या है? These launch vehicles are capable of re-entering into Earth's atmosphere, and they are able to land on the Earth's surface at a predetermined location. So based on these RLVs, we will be able to recover, if not fully, but partly, the parts of launch vehicle. And those parts of launch vehicle we will be able to use for the next launch. Based on these reusable launch vehicles, the cost of launching would reduce, and secondly, we will be able to reduce the number of space debris as well. So that is what is reusable launch vehicle. Now, there are a number of space agencies that are working towards the development of reusable launch vehicle. Firstly, we'll discuss about state space agencies or national space agencies involved in the development of reusable launch vehicle. NASA was the first organization that used reusable launch vehicle और उसके reusable launch vehicle का नाम था Space Shuttle spacecraft. But this spacecraft has been retired in 2011. That means NASA today does not have a reusable launch vehicle. There are other space agencies that are working towards the development of reusable launch vehicles, like JAXA, ESA, and ISRO as well. ISRO is carrying out an experiment called as RLV-TD, wherein it is trying to develop reusable launch vehicle, and that experiment we will be discussing in details subsequently. Apart from state space agencies, private space agencies are also involved in the development of reusable launch vehicles. Few noted ones are, first is Blue Origin, which has New Shepard reusable launch vehicle which has been developed by it. Also, United Launch Alliance, which is a joint venture of Boeing and Lockheed Martin, are also working towards the development of reusable launch vehicle. But the most important development is carried out by SpaceX. SpaceX has developed Falcon 9, a launch vehicle which was partially reusable launch vehicle. But the recent development of Starship rocket is important one, because they say that Starship rocket is the fully reusable rocket developed by SpaceX. Now let's try to understand this Starship rocket project in detail. So first successful test flight of Starship rocket was carried out by SpaceX recently. This Starship rocket consists of two parts. First is Starship spacecraft. This part is a Starship spacecraft. And second part is Super Heavy rocket. This part is called as a super heavy rocket. So these are the two parts of this Starship rocket. And as per SpaceX, both these parts have landed safely on the Earth's surface and they can be reused in a fully development of launch vehicle. Now let's try to understand its features. As we have already discussed, it is fully reusable rocket. Secondly, it can carry both crew as well as cargo to various orbits, be it orbits of Earth, orbits of Moon, orbits of Mars, or beyond. It is also considered as the world's most powerful launch vehicle. It is even powerful than the NASA's Space Launch System, which they have developed for the launch of Artemis mission. And as a result of this, Starship rocket of SpaceX will be able to carry more payload to various targets that we have set, be it Moon, be it Mars, or beyond. So that is about Starship rocket of SpaceX. Now let's discuss about reusable launch vehicle technology demonstration program of ISRO. This is an important program from the exam's point of view. What is the aim of this program? Its aim is to realize a goal of two stage to orbit fully reusable vehicle. This fully reusable vehicle will have two stages, and based on that, we will be able to achieve various orbits of Earth. That is the aim of reusable launch vehicle technology demonstration program. Now, in this program, there are a number of phases. First phase was carried out in year 2016, and that phase is RLVTD HEX-01. HEX stands for Hypersonic Flight Experiment. In this particular experiment carried out in 2016, ISRO successfully flew the vehicle at hypersonic speed. Similarly, it also re-entered at very high temperatures into Earth's orbit, thereby demonstrating thermal protection system as well. But under this RLV-TDHX-01 experiment, ISRO did not demonstrate landing on the Earth's surface, and that's why it is carrying out the second phase called as RLV-LEX, where LEX stands for landing experiment. In this particular landing experiment, there is one unmanned winged prototype called Pushpak is being used. This Pushpak is developed by the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center at Thumba. Third experiment of RLV-LEX will be carried out by ISRO in 2024. Followed by this particular experiment, ISRO is planning for the launch of RLV-ORE as well, where ORE stands for Orbital Re-entry Vehicle. Based on this experiment, ISRO will be able to realize the goal of reusable launch vehicle. So that is about our discussion of RLV-TD program of ISRO. Based on this experiment, ISRO will be able to realize the goal of reusable launch vehicle. So that is about our discussion of RLV-TD program of ISRO. Now let's discuss significance and challenges related to reusable launch vehicles. Firstly, we'll discuss significance. First significance is its low cost and on-demand space access. As a result of RLV, the cost of launching will reduce and we will be able to access space on demand. Secondly, the number of space debris will also reduce. Similarly, RLV may also have heavy payload capacity, as a result of which we will be able to carry heavy payloads to different targets like Moon, Mars, and beyond. Moreover, it is also helpful for the sample return missions that are being planned by a number of space agencies, including ISRO. But at the same time, there are some challenges that are faced by the reusable launch vehicles. First challenge is with respect to its refurbishment. Sometimes the cost of refurbishment may be high, and as a result of that, the low cost advantage of reusable launch vehicles is nullified. Secondly, they need to prove their safety and reliability before they can be used for various launching experiments. And thirdly, As they use extra equipments in order to land safely on Earth's surface, their payload capacity may be less. So these are the challenges that need to be overcome in order to use reusable launch vehicles in future. So that is about our discussion of reusable launch vehicles. If you have liked this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.